Today, we will bring you one of the best searching patterns for lakes. Denny's Seal Bugger, created by Denny Rickards. This fly has proven itself to be one of the best producers Brent has used over the years guiding trophy trout lakes. Let's go to the bench and have Brent tie one up for you.
Well, let's go over the materials we need to tie this seal bugger. We're going to use a Daiichi 2220 size 10 4X long streamer hook. I'm going to be using some 6/0 black wax thread. For the tail, I'll be using some blood quill. This is burnt orange. Make sure you get some really nice fluffy blood quill fibers. You're going to want to put a little flash on top of that. I'm going to use some fuchsia holographic Flashaboo. We'll be using some copper wire for the ribbing and Metz micro barbs for the hackle, and also some olive seal fur. This natural seal fur, you may need to use a substitute for your seal fur if you're not able to get it. So let's go get on the hook here. I took 20 turns or so of the 020 lead wire. I'm sorry, about 12 wraps of the 020. I'm just going to put a little thread base over top of that, stop it from sliding. I don't undulate just the front. I want kind of mid shank at least covered, so it doesn't undulate too much. I want a little weight on it, but we fish this pattern fairly slow. Then I'll bring in the blood quill here. Now what you want to do is come off the side of this quill, pinch that off the side. It's a very thin tail. There's not a lot of marabou on the tail of this fly. And then we'll bring in a little piece of our Flashaboo over top. I'm just going to tie that in a V over the top. It's a great color. This is one of my favorite colors of the seal bugger. This one, and also the the burgundy and black is another good one. There's 6 flavors, there's about 6 or 8 colors we can use on it, but those are the two those are my go-to. So we had our guide trucks full of these flies. We use these a lot on our trophy lakes. They were the best producer we had. Denny Rickards come up with just a great version of a woolly bugger here by the use of these materials. And then we'll bring in the micro barbs here from the front. Make sure you don't want it to oversize here. You want to make sure you get down to the proper size. I'll just catch that in the front here. Cut the butt of that off. Throw a half inch in here. I'm just wrapping this with a Nor vise. You guys with standard vices, you can do it like you would a regular woolly bugger. I'm taking a complete wrap or 2 in the front, and then I'm going to take 4 at the back. There's not heavily hackled at all. We want to make about 4 distinct segments of the fly. We don't want it to look like a woolly bugger. Denny was very critical on that, and when I started tying for him there, I showed him some of 5 turns. He wanted me to do 4. He said they gotta be. So that's the way we've been doing them, and the fish been all over them, so you can't argue with that. We'll finish that up. Then I'll just come in here with my dubbing picker and get that seal fur coming out a little bit. But I put my copper wire over top of everything. That is a bulletproof fly right there. Then we'll just bring in a little head cement. Just hold everything together. And there you go. That's one of my favorites, bar none. It's a great color. Really easy to fish. I use them mostly with a clear intermediate line in a lot of cases. And fish are in shallows, feeding, or pretty much any zone. If you want to go deeper with it too, it works. But it's just one of my favorite flies. So I'd like to thank Denny Rickards for bringing me that one. We've tied him hundreds of dozens of these, and he's got a great following down in the U.S. market with Stillwaters. So one of the best. So we really appreciate you tuning in today. We'll catch you again real soon.
We appreciate you watching today's video. Brent is a proud pro staff member of these fine fly fishing company.